Everyone, it's Heather. I have been out of pocket recovering for about 5 weeks. So I'm sorry I have not been back as quickly as I had intended to do. So I thought that I would really just kind of start it off with 10 things I wish I'd knew about post-op as cars drive by, because I like to do this outside, natural lighting. I had my weight loss surgery, the loop switch, at Panhandle Weight Loss Center in Amarillo with Dr. Bo and Dr. Blue. Their staff is great. I've had a lot of help, and it went very smoothly. But anyway, number 10. I just want you to know that all of the researching and preparing that you will do for yourself is great, and you need to do those things. But nothing compares to actually going through it. And I know that that sounds like something that should be obvious and everyone knows that, but recovery is no joke. I will say this though, I think that it was really important to feel prepared and to have done all that research, because I'm an addict. I scour YouTube videos, I scour forums, I'm on obesity help, I'm on like 20 Facebook groups, and all of those are great. But I think you need to remember to take all that information with a grain of salt. I think that most times people are not coming in on a daily basis to say how great things are. I think they're coming there to get support because they're struggling, because they're having a hard time. So you're going to hear more of the negative things. You're not going to hear, it's a support group, like that's what it's there for. There's also a lot of misinformation, so you want to be aware of what you're taking in and what you're listening to. There's lots of different surgeries out there, and everyone's been told something different, so you just use it for what it is and leave behind what you don't. Is my best advice, which actually leads me into my next one, which is golly, are we on number 8 now? Yeah, so we're number 8, and that's doctors and surgeons. I cannot it is so unnerving to me, actually, that surgeons' office and bariatric centers and doctors' offices, their pre-op plans, their post-op plans, they vary so wildly. Like, some people have 24-hour liquid diet, some people have 2 weeks, some people have, none, some people have a month. I mean, there's just no set, this is what your pre-op diet's going to be like for weight loss surgery, and this is what your post-op diet's going to be like. So my biggest thing of advice is to follow what your surgeon and your nutritionist says, because they know the most about what your situation is, your doctor, what your labs are, what they did, the type of surgery that you've had. So yes, there's a lot of varying differences, but you need to follow what your surgeon is telling you to do. So that leads me to number 7, and I think that I'm going to get a little TMI here. Let's have a little talk about constipation, because that's very real, and that's the thing, because you think when they send you home with stool softeners and stuff like that well, that's just gonna help you take care of that. And yeah, I've had constipation before. It happens. No, ma'am. That you need to make sure that so I took Miralax. And this was actually before I heard back from my surgeon's office saying that, oh yeah, you can actually take Miralax and then take Smooth Move Tea and take Miralax like every 3 hours until something happens. So I did not do that. And I thought there was at least 3 times during that 24-hour period that I wanted to go to the emergency room. Like, I felt so obstructed. I was like, I'm impacted. There's something not right. We got to do something. And you need to make sure that you have any possible thing that you would want to use for constipation at your house. Because I sent my dear, devoted husband out to the store probably 5 times to find me things that would help me. And bless his heart, he did. He did that. He went out like on an hour, I think, a couple of times. So you need to have that stuff in your house and ready to go. Smooth Move tea. Oh, and my little secret weapon too was a bag bomb, because you get some areas that need a little TLC, and that did it for me for sure. So real. So that moves us to number 5, and that's energy. So yeah, I mean, again, they tell you you're not gonna have a lot of energy, and for about 2 weeks, that was pretty accurate. It's still pretty accurate. I'm at week 5, and I'm not to 100% whatsoever. And I am a fairly active woman. I do a lot of volunteering. I'm an executive director at a local theater. I work full time. I have a special needs son. I have 2 old. I mean, the list goes on and on. I really do a lot of things typically. I'll have 5 or 6 projects that I am juggling, and I mean, it laid me out. I could barely walk some of it. I mean, I was doing my walking that I had to, but I mean, just walking down the hallway was hard. I was amazed, because I thought, my doctor even told me that some people recover in a week, and God bless you if you did. I took 2 weeks, if not more, to get even to a semblance of functioning. That was how bad it was. So now I look back, and I'm at week 5 and been going to work full time, and things are better. So it's really not. It's just getting through it, knowing that it gets better. It will get better. By the time I was able to eat more real foods, my calorie intake was up, and it was working. So I mean, just trust the process and get through it to the other side of it, and it'll work. Number 4, I really got addicted to stepping on my scale. I'm doing a little better now. I'm trying to wait maybe about every other day or every 3 days. But when you are losing weight as fast as I was in that initial period, it's like, oh my God, there's another. I lost 27 pounds in 4 weeks. In 4 weeks, I lost 27 pounds, and that's amazing to me. Kind of crazy to think about. I'm actually 57 pounds down total since last summer. But yeah, I mean, I want to check, and then when the inevitable 3rd week stall happens, because you'll read it in the forums and you're hearing me say it, 3 week stall happens. You're eating food, stuff's happening. So don't let it freak you out, because I knew it was going to happen, and it still freaked me out. Just don't get on the scale every day. I'm needing to do that. I'm getting better. Just know that it happens. It's very easy to happen, because it's coming off. When else in your life is 27 pounds going to come off that quickly in that amount of time? I mean, it's just amazing to watch it happen. Am I on number 3? I don't remember, but just follow along. You will have lots of people asking you questions if you're as vocal as I am about it. And I think it's important to be open about it. I think that there's kind of a stigma to it, and I want people to be comfortable about their journey, and if this is what they need to do, they need to be able to do it. But people are going to ask you lots of questions. What are you eating? How are you eating? They're going to look at you and find out, hey, should you be eating that? And all these things. People are just going to be very interested in what you're doing. Most of the time, I don't mind. I like sharing information, and I like encouraging others who might want, who need some support and encouragement. So it doesn't bother me, but sometimes I also feel weird and be like, well, I mean, have I lost enough that they notice? That do they go, oh, well, should you be eating that? Or, wow, I mean, you've lost some weight, but you haven't lost enough for, weight loss surgery, blah, 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 which I really feel like I have. I'm not like, man, I need to lose more. I'm okay with the rate it's going. But it's just crazy, the amount of people that talk to you and ask questions. And all right, so there you go. Number 2 is how much it affects your family. I mean, it affects your family. We're still kind of trying to figure out how to cook meals where we don't have so many leftovers, or that it's stuff that everyone, will eat and can eat. And I have a super supportive husband, which is wonderful because I know that not everybody has that. Um, but it affects how we grocery shop and how we cook and how we eat together and how we talk to each other when we're eating. I mean, it's just know that no matter what, you're not the only one going through this surgery. I mean, your family and your close, immediate friends and family are kind of going through it with you. So just keep that in mind and work together and communicate and plan, because we could probably do a little better on the planning. I mean, I've been eating a lot of turkey and ham, and I mean, they don't want to eat turkey and ham all the time. So I don't know. It's still something we're trying to bridge and figure out and get where we feel comfortable at. And number one, those doubts that you're going to have those first 2 weeks, that buyer's remorse and all of that are real, and they happen to every single one of us. And it's okay. It's okay to feel that way. It's okay to go, oh my gosh, what did I do? Was this the right decision? What is my life going to be like now? Why couldn't I do it on my own? Why couldn't... All of those things are legitimate feelings, and you're gonna have them. It gets better. It gets better. Just get to the other side of it. Know that, this decision is made in research. This decision is made for health reasons. This decision is made so that I will be here long after I would have been. So feel the doubts, feel the regret, and move on, because it gets better. All right, that's my top 10 things I wish I had known before I went into post-op. If you have any other ones, please feel free to tell me down below in the comments. If you are thinking about surgery, please subscribe and follow. I'd love to hear more about other people's journeys, because, we're just starting this, and I think this is just the beginning. We're at week 5 right now for me, and I cannot wait to see what happens. All right, so bye.